taking the trip to Grand Finals where the lifetime record of 1-0 with Team ShinyMark was here. That was here. That was today.
Yeah, so could potentially be 2-0 or 2-1 by the end of this, depending on who wins this first set and then the second set after. But right now, it is up to ShinyMark to get a W here to even get his chance at playing again. But right now, it's up to Peabnut. Just needs this first set win to go ahead and take it. And what a hot start here for ShinyMark.
Yeah, definitely a hot start for sure. Trying to find a spike there, nobody home. Peabnut almost getting a reverse edge guard, but not actually going to get it either. And now we're kind of back to this, neutral scenario where this is exactly what we see, time and time again, especially after that first game in Winners Finals. It felt like ShinyMark, that's all he really wanted to do was just, slow it down a little bit more, and it looked like it was panning out pretty well. Unfortunately, though, Peabnut did end up taking this a 3-1 in the first set, so gonna have to see how this is panning out.
We like how bloodthirsty he's looking, right? And, we saw basically no successful edge guards in the first set. We saw that Key Thunder, but besides that, it was so hard for ShinyMark to find any momentum off stage. And we see 3 injuries. He's trying to change that, rewrite the history for this Grand Finals.
I've seen this story before. This is the exact one we're seeing right now.
We saw
I'm on this side, you're on this side. Let's throw some projectiles, baby.
That's classic. It's a story as old as time, bro.
Sharing is caring. Here, take my metal blade.
I'll go back and
300 of them.
All right.
Ooh, yeah, we saw that same conversion, that down air up smash, almost doing dividends there. The top platform, there's so much you can do with that down air, right?
Yeah. And almost getting his own conversion. Try to get another.
Weak spot.
A little too far away, yeah. Doesn't matter though, the back air is going to go ahead and clean it up. That's going to be first stock here for Peab. And as we have been saying, whoever kind of grabs that lead first really is able to run with it. Nice little bait. Peab does like to land a lot with those down here, so.
Yeah, and safe on shield, like you mentioned. It might be really slow, but it's just so hard to deal with. It's such a defensive wall to overcome if you're Shiny. And once again, living till 130, this is the trademark of Peab. So hard to track down. And even 145, you're sitting comfortably. Even if fair won't kill, up throw won't kill, you're still sitting good.
It's also you can still maneuver after the move, right? So yeah, you throw the down air out and then you go behind it. So no one's running under the down air in time to try to hit you or whatever. And they'll probably get hit by the down air from running under anyway. But just a solid down air, man. It's like the Anvil. It's like the Steve Anvil before Anvil.
Yeah.
And like Anvil before it was cool.
Yeah.
Or not cool, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, it's like Pac-Man Hydrant, right? If you have access to a tool like that, it just changes the dynamic of the game so much.
Right now, though, Peab still hanging on, but that back air, Trump back air, definitely going to do it. So, not a lot of bleeding on ShinyMark's side, so this is still very competitive. Normally, you're killing someone at 190, you're usually taking 100 damage yourself on your second stock, but right now, ShinyMark doing a really good job playing good defense, finding his moments to actually find that offense as well. Going to need to turn up the Jets there for the second stock, though.
Crash bombers are definitely being shot right now, man. Bro's crashing out indeed, but none of them actually hitting.
Looks like some Buddha level crash outs then.
Yeah. We need that level of crash out if he wants this type of W.
Ooh, the drag downs though, it's so hard to get an opening on P, but with drag downs are exactly what you want. Ooh, but look, nice evasion from ShinyMark, really utilizing those quick attack go all around the stage.
Oh, trying to find some tricks right there. Potentially could have gotten, a crazy downer right there. That's Kobash very, very good. If you use that quick attack, that potentially could have been the spike, could have been the stock. So ShinyMark looking to find another day on the stock too. Looking pretty good here. Has pretty much brought it all the way back. Tried to get the Soryu. No, can't get it, unfortunately. Trying to set up another edge guard scenario.
The reversal! Peabnut hadn't really paid the price for those up tilts before. It was like, oh, this is fine. Finally paying big time there.
Yeah, but I mean, of all the times to do it, there was no sign that he was standing up. I don't know. I guess he had a super hard read. I guess he was expecting, because he was so close to stage, that he had tricked ShinyMark into thinking that I'm going to trump you and I'm going to get this up tilt off that. But ShinyMark just waited it out, got a free down there after that. And now he's got the lead.
Yeah, and this is exactly what ShinyMark wants for sure. Trying to get the grab, unfortunately not able to, find himself in the right range in order to get that. He's looking pretty good. I mean, after being down earlier, ShinyMark bringing it all the way back, having a pretty good lead for himself, continuing to pile on the combos, trying to get these loops going. Not able to execute them, appropriately. So, I mean, one big hit here from Peab, and that potentially could be last stock scenario. So this game one and that run off fair, more than enough to do the job.
Yeah, absolutely had to chase him down. I think that was the start of the quick attack that was coming out, and he was like, oh, wait, I have time. Let me get over here. Got the forward air. Perfect spot to get it to off the stage like that. Oh, man. Leaf shield. Thwarted.
Oh, wow. Yeah, really good job with Lemons there. It's so hard to quick attack in your angle, but okay, the drag down combos. This is why he goes to Battlefield so much. P taking a lot of percent here, but we see how long he can live if he plays his cards right, so he's not panicking yet. DI is in, knowing that the forward air is coming, but you are not dead yet. Evasion there.
Very creative and getting back to the stage right here. Trying to get the nair, no drag down. Trying to catch a landing with that forward smash. Not going to get anything off of it. But results here at the ledge could potentially play even an awkward scenario where you could maybe find an area to finish the game out.
Oh, man. Yeah,
oh, wow. Only F-tilt stuff? You feel like you could have killed him off that.
Off that, F-tilt's not as strong as like Pikachu was. I think, I don't know
back in the day.
Everything like that, but yeah. It's still, I think there is a decent sweet spot on it. He must have hit the thigh hit or something. Either way.
Wow. I mean, that would be crazy.
Time is starting to become a factor as well. Even if ShinyMark doesn't want to get this kill, at this point, time is on your side. Gonna have to find a crazy moment here, but one grab, one bad move right here from Peab, one overextension could
you can't get up tilted, right?
Oh my god, those empty hops are crazy. Trying to
overextend
there.
Yo, he actually hit him with that crash bomber, but yeah, the hitbox thwarted it. And yeah, we're right back.
And we're going under the stage, bro. We are gone.
Okay, wait, stays on the top.
Oh,
he's just running though. He's got 18 seconds to keep running away.
Yeah, you ain't catching this wrap, bro. You are gone.
Actually lands on stage, okay.
That was so risky too. Like imagine if he was shielded and just like parried or something.
There we go.
Yeah, no, an up tilt would have definitely finished him right there. But yeah, you're not getting him. So that's gonna be the timeout for sure. Peab.
Oh, he's going way out there. Maybe a little more time, but
yeah, I mean, grand finals.
Grand finals.
Hey, bro. But yeah, it's crazy when Shiny enters that mode. We saw like 40 seconds pass, and then he's like, "I'm gone. Yeah. My flight is done. It's over."
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's just a way to start grand finals right here. ShinyMark looking to shift momentum in his favor, and we saw that timeout work out in his favor earlier in the set, in the tournament as well. Not able to pan out for the full set, but ShinyMark looking to change that, rectify those those wrongs in this grand final scenario here. Can Peab retaliate? Can he capitalize on potentially having only one set to win as opposed to ShinyMark West 2?
Great stuff from the Crash Bomb conversion there. We actually see a lot of counterplay with ShinyMark. I feel like every single time he's gotten a Crash Bomb, he's either transfer it back or air dodge. So going to be a factor here. But the drag downs into the top flat. Nice mix there. Solid percentage right now.
Down air action.
So, oh, the leaf shields. Man, we saw the leaf shields do so much effort at ledge. It's so active, right? It interrupts a lot of Pikachu's options.
Top as well. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Himself back down to the ground one more time, just getting straight thwarted. Does save his jump this time around.
And we see a key weakness in Pikachu. He always rushes early because as long as I don't drop down, yeah, I get forward aired, but it just sends me up. It just resets the situation. So it's very difficult for him to actually put him in a situation where he dies.
113 right now here on the P, but 84 on to ShinyMark. Both of these guys definitely in KO percentages. A little less KO percentages right now for P, but up tilt will definitely do it. I think F smash might do it if he's close to the edge. Back here will not. getting close to letting that be true as well.
The dares are coming out too on that top platform. Creates just a barrier between you and the opponent. Quick attacks in, but Peab slowly coming back on this one. The crash bumper actually, ooh, that's smash, right? Such an active hitbox. Can actually interrupt a lot of those quick attacks coming in.
Yeah, and actually also, fights through the T-Joe as well, so it actually just completely goes through it. So, very good resourcefulness, good awareness right there from Peab. Able to potentially try to find something. Good tricks right there. Understanding the crash bomber was about to explode, able to at least find a little small follow-up, but albeit some more damage here.
Yeah, the less traps, but the lead shield just so deadly, right? Just slowly chipping away. This is what kind of we saw in winners finals. He would get a lead like this and just kind of slowly hold on. So it looks like we're getting some deja vu here.
Here's another side. Forward air action.
What an anticipation of the grab. Yeah, Pikachu definitely wants to grab you here. You can get an up throw would probably kill here. Is there even when Mega Man's heavy, but yeah, the rush there. You are just out of there using rush, making it so hard, but you are gone after that one for sure. Oh! No way.
He's heavy, bro.
He is heavy. He is a heavy lad for sure.
Yeah, heavy. No real race here too on Pikachu as well. So yeah, definitely is not going to help out.
I have never seen ShinyMark this incapable of edge guarding. Like Mega Man is completely negating Pikachu's offstage game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 100%. And this is kind of how the first game looked like earlier as well. Like we saw Peab live to such a high first stock. ShinyMark not really, bleeding a whole lot on stock too. And then we saw ShinyMark ultimately win that first game. So potentially could see that happen again. ShinyMark looking to pick his spots out very similar to how he did game 1. So can Peab capitalize and just take advantage of this lead? We're going to have to see right now. But right now, ShinyMark just trying to get in a little bit slowly but surely, eating too many straight hits. If anything, Peabnut's defense is actually really showing out this stock.
He's been able to do this again, where he's playing from the edges. He is forcing ShinyMark to kind of run at him. That's going to be a mistake though. That's it though. That's the resilience of ShinyMark, where he is willing to kind of run at him for a bit because he knows. Yeah, he tried to get that read on that jump. That was insane. But he knows that if he does get an opening, this is what an opening looks like. So you don't got to go super crazy. You don't have to go super ham. Just wait for Peabnut to overextend on something and get 92 damage off of it.
Yeah, literally after whipping one short you. That's all it was at this point.
Yeah, the Metal Blade game kind of coming alive for Peabnut. We saw the Z drop there. If he lands that, that's definitely an early stock. He almost, I swear to God, that reach should have worked. But he actually kind of got the quick attack, just slightly didn't work.
All right, yeah, out the way smart. If you try to power through one of these T-jokes again, if he's going to be throwing them like this, we did see that actually beat the T-joke earlier and get the stock. So he's got a hard read. He definitely can get an F smash through.
And yeah, Metal Blade once again just putting additional pressure. That's what the Metal Blade does. Doesn't true combo into kill. It's like, I know you're going to jump right after this. Just creates favorable situations. And once that 100% has proven to be really, not that much of this matchup at all. He's sitting more like a 40% in an average game, honestly.
He's big killing here on the other side. But I still don't want to, we have 2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. Every time we seem to get to the last stock, ShinyMark just gets some major combo, and then he puts himself in the lead percentage-wise, and then it goes into, am I going to time you out timing. So
once again, even Pikachu can't catch that high rush. He doesn't have the ability to catch these spots that Peabnut's putting himself in. He knows exactly Pikachu's limits, and he's making it so difficult to really get anything significant.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good here if you're Peabnut. Just like you said earlier, I mean, if ShinyMark can find this stock with that dash attack, potentially not gonna be it though. Definitely find some moments.
But weak hits!
Plot armor.
It's crazy. That move is weak. Even at the top platform, didn't even close to kill.
All right. There. Now, hey, 90 seconds left on the clock. We do not have a solid lead yet. Nothing that can't be taken away with some drag down combos that we know ShinyMark is very good at.
Fine, bro. Once again, that down there, there's not much Pikachu can do. Weak shield, just more chip damage. Every hit just makes it a little bit more hopeless for ShinyMark. Has to pull one of those patent back air combos, those patent thunder combos to have a shot here.
Uh-oh. 38. Okay, starting to add it up here. Got a minute left. And I think it's much easier for ShinyMark to time out Peabnut than it is for Peabnut to time out ShinyMark for sure.
Yeah, if you try to go off stage at the end of the game, Pikachu will catch you. So I don't know how he's going to handle that situation when we get there. But as we say that, the deficit is just closing really rapidly. Shiny finding some things late in this game.
Yeah, 40 seconds left. Can it be enough time for ShinyMark in order to take this game, go up 2-0, potentially put himself in prime position for a reset? Or can Peabnut make this a more competitive set, more competitive first set maybe?
High rush here, and he catches it!
Oh my gosh,
actually 4% separating
Oh
them. No! Not gonna kill.
Here we go. He stole the game though. There's 19 seconds left, dude.
And now he's gone. ShinyMark could go into that onto the stage.
Yeah.
There he is.
You had a
He's
chance.
gone.
He stole the game.
Oh my god, he took that percentage and he was out of there. Insane. And Peanut just has to watch. And 1. It's what
Man.
insane.
Yeah.
Literally just a cookie cutter version. 2 games played exactly identical. Peabnut having a good first stock, you know, losing his stock at like 190-ish. ShinyMark not taking a lot of damage on stock 2 and is able to just fight the war of attrition, able to actually come out with another timeout victory 2 in a row.
Insane, bro. Are we going to see like a timeout every single game? Especially if he gets the reset, it might be history made here. But yeah, he got the 1 high thunder. Like I said, he'd be rushing high. Pikachu had been slightly unable to catch him. When he got the thunder, it changed everything there.
Yeah. No, that was unfortunate. Truly. Like I was seeing the way this is playing out, and I noticed that like Peabnut was not doing any damage. Like he was just kind of preserving his lead all the way up to that 19-second mark, and then that was it. Like you cannot be not in the lead against ShinyMark when it comes to this specific set, because yeah, you just can't catch him. Like he starts going under the stage. Like what are you supposed to do? You have to get 3 stocks. He needs 3 stocks in the lead. Or 2 stocks in the lead.
It's one of the most favorable positions I've ever seen a player in. Double up air. Yeah, Peabnut's had some really good DI, though. I feel like those up air chances against a lot of players, I see true confirms into crazy stuff. But Peace defense has just been on point for sure.
That crash bomber not really doing a whole lot right there for Peab. Maybe just a little bit of real estate in order to make it back to the stage. Great read right there and good awareness from ShinyMark to throw out that neutral air dodge. Try to run back that downer, but not actually going to get the sweet spot right there. Just getting the sour hit earlier.
Touch chase. Oh, the good lemon pressure on the platform. Corner force Shiny to make a decision there. Dash attack, not even close to doing it. Okay, and once again. Oh, T-Jolt. These are the edge guards that net him so much against Light. When he gets those T-Jolts going, it just gives him so much.
Now this is a very different scenario than what we saw the first few games. Now ShinyMark has the lead outright from the get-go. Are we going to have to see, you know, Peabnut claw his way back, or are we, you know, when it's all said and done, just going with a 3-0 into the reset?
Oh my god, yeah, I feel like the confidence is just all on the side of ShinyMark right now. Does find a down air back air, but it's after taking a stock at 52%, man. Which then means we're now playing ShinyMark's game, which clearly when ShinyMark has the lead, it's been very hard for Peabnut to really do much with it. So I'm thinking we're seeing a reset for this.
Yeah, it's looking like it. And normally it's like 80% in Ultimate, not that big a deal, but just the way we've seen these games measured, I mean, it very might be possible here. Okay. Dash regrab shenanigans. DI's pretty good stuff. But once again, we see what ShinyMark can do in these situations. 1 back air. We can just close out this 2-1 lead here. Okay. Double fair. Dude, he's so far with that down tilt.
Crash Bomber not going to be able to hang on to the ledge right there.
Ooh, this is
unfortunate offstage shenanigans. Can we actually make something happen here with Peab taking a lot of damage?
Good stuff there. Again, top plat. That's why ShinyMark's gone here the entire set. Giving that quick attack to the safety of the top platform. And yeah, even he tries to place the Crash Bomber. That side is like, I'm just going to go to the other one, bro. I'll open the other door here. I'm done.
Yeah, it really feels like there's not much he can really do to deal with this setup. And now the back air, long lingering hitbox is going to have him land straight to it and get sent out. ShinyMark, solid lead here. The back, oh, not enough. Wow.
Oh, I like that C drop there, trying to catch the quick attack in, but Ooh, air dodges! Taking so much percent off this one.
Man.
Oh, what a parry.
Yeah. Dog took 57% just trying to get back to the stage right now.
Yeah.
And he's still going.
Wow. Finally, this is ShinyMark. This is the best opening he's seen both the sets long here.
Yeah,
I think he's tapped in, dude. Yeah, this first set is definitely not going in the way of Peabnut. Oh, yeah, goes a little crazy off stage, but it doesn't matter. I'm up, and I am into the next set. 3-0, wow. And no timeout this time either. 3 minutes on the clock left. That's a major one. Looks like he's gonna take a little break, take a little breather.
Yeah, these T-Jolts are starting to land off stage. Like, we see them, and we saw what it did against Light. And I'm surprised he didn't do it in winners, but suddenly he's figured that out. It's at an entirely different dynamic to the edge guarding.
You know, 100%, yeah. Like you said, you know, kind of just decided to use a lot more T-Jolts around, and like it's looking pretty good. I mean, there was moments where I feel like we didn't really, you know, I feel like the combo conversions right there, I mean, down throw at like, what percent, 80, 90, like no matter what you do, you know, you still get hit by something, right? You're holding in, which is like the optimum move. You're still eating 2 forwarders, and you're still off stage, and there's not really a whole lot you can do. So, but Peabnut obviously put himself in grand finals for a reason, you know, even though we did get a 3-0, obviously it's still anybody's game. So we've seen this time and time again. So it's going to be up to Peabnut to see if we can find some things, maybe figure out some stuff in that matchup specifically. So I feel like I'm not really sure what the stage banning process is. Like, I'm not sure, like, who likes what stage, but I feel like Battlefield just, it might be time for a change of scenery depending on what is available to you.
For Peab, you mean? Because, yeah, I mean, if you're losing 3-0, like, you might have to try something else here on Battlefield. You've been getting camped out super hard. Doesn't seem like he wants to go to any of the stages that will cut off that. Like, I mean, like, even a PS2, like, you don't have to go to Kalos, but even PS2 has a little pillar in the middle, so you can't, like, go under stage like that. But, yeah, so far he has been able to win 2 different games via timeout because you can't catch him. So, oh, well.
This is it, the last set of the day, boys. We got to bunker in because, you know, like I said, it could go that defensive timeout, but when ShinyMark gets going, it could end a lot earlier, especially if you can replicate that kind of effort through multiple games here.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're going to get started, and it's just going to be right back to Battlefield for this game 1 of the reset. We're going to have a winner after this set. Is it going to be ShinyMark coming in from losers, losing to Peabnut and winners? Or is Peabnut going to stop the bleeding and able to clutch it out and take this Comicpalooza Fight Club? Both players looking to add another major to their belts. We're going to have to see how this happens. I mean, this is more so kind of what we expected to see. We're seeing it now. I feel like ShinyMark has really tapped into the defense first mentality, and it's been panning out for him this entire day so far.
Right. This is he didn't even get a lead this time around. It feels like he's like kind of running out of like ideas of how to approach ShinyMark.
Yeah, I mean, you can throw all the things you want, but if they're not going to net you enough percentage, then, you know, what's the point, right? And that's the situation you're being faced with. If you're okay, put that quick attacks into him, we can see what he can get, but no, it's very, very hard to amass much against Pika.
I think he could have got away with it punch that if he was prepared. He just wasn't. He wasn't prepared for that. So at least getting some type of hit there was nice. But
yeah. All the hits matter in these spots, right? Every percentage does. And I like the air dodge there. ShinyMark expecting to go high with the rush. That's been his default, but Peabnut staying patient, going low.
You gotta wonder though what he has left in the tank. I mean, it's been a long day, and Peabnut obviously, like, you can tell like something kind of like set in ShinyMark.
There it is! Finally calls out that a high rush. What anticipation!
Wow. Yeah, I think all of the stuff that was working for Pete is like slowly but surely getting dismantled, and I think it's only going to get worse out from here unless he changes up his gameplay. Not with that. That might have been the first dash tag I think I've seen him throw at all. Okay, trade work though for Peab. Yeah, that was the other thing I was saying in the first set. Like, you can't really like thunder like that because down there is such a good counter option after.
Yeah, finally ends up panning out for him for sure. You know, after it looked like, you know, ShinyMark was just going to dominate, you know, had a really big lead, was able to get that, you know, that read call out.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought he SSD'd it. It's the peak attacks. We're talking about it. He might pay it at the worst time. He's got to stay composed. He's number 140. Do not SD. Just give him a free stock.
This song is silly. I'm just now like.
It adds
Banjo-Kazooie.
it adds a lot to just the funny moment of just these two throwing stuff at each other. For sure.
Yeah, like Twitter clippers, you don't even need to edit a song in. You can just use the one that the game gives you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, sour spotted that. Definitely, like, he definitely should have lost that stock on that top platform. But no, not enough. 129 now though.
That's classic.
Still, should be gone now. Yeah, still not really been able to play the game too much. Getting absolutely kind of rushed down really by ShinyMark, bro.
Oh, he's definitely finding his way in. He's definitely calling out the high up. He's definitely calling out a lot of situations. And now on the platforms here, man, Pete taking so much percent. It's like a dominant stock lead. We haven't seen this in a while, right? Almost lapping him in percent.
So looking good right here with the leaf shield, trying to at least push ShinyMark off stage, but man, we see ShinyMark's ability in order to, you know, stall off stage, able to get from point A to point B from underneath the stage. Careful with that spike read potentially. That jump was a little risky. Not gonna get punished for it. Again, the high rush. ShinyMark already kind of trying to stuff that out a little bit right here.
There, just the chip damage adding up so much. The quick attack parry punish. What a job. You have to have a good parry game as Megaman. About why you playing the character, honestly.
Well, I mean, I think, you know, even with being able to get off that, we're already at 110, so it's still looking a little dire for Peab.
Oh my god.
Trying to get these drag downs here. Yeah, you know you want that drag down up smash.
Oh, sound of it.
Oh.
A little bit of a weird quick tech there.
Yeah, I was like, quick tech, not actually hitting the ground, so he's getting a little more laggy on it.
Ooh, I like using that leaf shield immediately going to the ledge. You don't have to pay for the end lag, but you're going to pay for that one. And ShinyMark, as you mentioned, TK, just figuring out every interaction, every reaction. And we got to see a huge change up for Pete, basically immediately.
Yeah, bro. And I mean, it just feels like this match was getting more and more out of the favor of ShinyMark. Like, it feels like whatever tricks Megaman's bringing to the table, they've all been figured out. They've all been seen before. And now, it's just 2 more wins for ShinyMark. He will be our Comicpalooza champion.
Yeah, 4 games unanswered right now from Peab. You know, gonna have to see if we can make this happen. Can he figure something out? Because yeah, I mean, you know, like you said earlier, Mustang, like they're, you know, starting to read, you know, the rush recoveries, you know, trying to stuff those out a little bit more. So now I feel like, you know, like you're both are saying, it's like all of these different mix-ups are being offered, and ShinyMark is just stuffing out all of them. So it's like, what can you do?
Yeah, and it's a tough situation too, because if you go low, you have to deal with those T-jolts he was doing earlier. So it's like, it is really a damn you do, damn you don't. I still think it's the right option. You have a lot of drift as Megaman to get around this stuff, but I mean, when's the last time we saw him kill the Pikachu earlier, right? Pikachu-like character, but we haven't seen, you know, the parry up smash, stuff like that. Those are the plays he needs to really come back in this one.
Running it right back to Battlefield. I mean, you know, I don't think we're getting off the Battlefield for the rest of the set.
Which, I mean, I'm with it when you're like kind of going back and forth, but like these games aren't really that back and forth right now. Like I think ShinyMark is just pulling further and further away. Like I think a change of scenery, at least one of these games, would have been nice. And I genuinely, when I think about doing stuff like that, I like to do it on the second game in a 3 out of 5 because I don't want to bet my whole tournament on, you know, oh, let's try Kalos. And then he's like, actually, I love Kalos, and I get 3 stocked or something. So
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Peabnut right now, Joe, has he's got a little bit of lead development here. He's spent a little time in that character select screen thinking about, I guess, what's going on in this game so far. And it seems like he's came through with a couple of answers.
Downer trade right there, not going to be super favorable. Trying to go for another Shoryu. I mean, we see Pete go for those a lot. We didn't really get any successful conversions off of that until that last game, and even then it still wasn't enough. So, you know, the weak hit of Dare, just sending him out and just continuing to put Pete in this disadvantaged position, finally starting to reset the situation a little bit, but at the same time, it just feels like ShinyMark has this number. Item play right here.
You need item play as Megaman, right? Or against Megaman. You got to use all you can. Another down air on the top plat, but the back air is going to find. We haven't seen many of those back airs land. It's definitely one of Megaman's best kill options. ShinyMark has done a good job of avoiding them mostly so far.
He's been, like, more often than not, it's off of like a follow-up. He almost got that back air off the down air, but because of the air dodge, he was able to like re-up on it. This is the lead, though. He's got his first lead in the second set right now. Yeah. See what we can do here with it. ShinyMark, though, just kind of chasing him down. Got him off the stage. Yeah, gonna try to go high. Oh, man. Dragged to the other side, though.
Yeah, if it's on the other side, would definitely been the stock right there. But weak down there, not going to kill either. Yeah. Can you find something going? That air dodge, that was the last resort. Just enough for ShinyMark in order to spot out this kill.
Excellent response. Peabnut could have pulled away, gotten some defensive momentum, but no, the edge guarding. That's why Pikachu is such a great character in the meta. Do that offstage play. Leaf Shield's landing some chip damage, but man, ShinyMark at any moment could just take a demanding lead and close out the set.
Okay. Sans. Trying to get himself a little down air action as well, though, but not this time.
The triple. Just do it again. Why not, bro? Yeah, he is Leaf Shielding.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of his best options, too, to like to deal with just kind of running at your opponent. Like, just have an active hitbox around you. It's nice, but
yeah, just trying to build something here, trying to claw his way back for sure.
Okay, yeah, just kind of slow down to a crawl here a little bit. With Peep having this lead, yeah, ShinyMark has to kind of like slowly but surely like now whittle his way back into this one, which he's able to do. But yeah, Peep has been playing from the corner like pretty much the entirety of this set.
Yeah, we've seen Peep, you know, in these scenarios where he has the lead again, trying to read the rush. Again, not really catching the right landing right there.
He fell out.
Okay, yeah, well, he got the air dodge out and also didn't get punished off of that either.
Yeah,
so
that was crazy.
The down air after that. Okay, for the reset. Look how much damage he got off of that.
Yeah. Pretty good here. Back throw.
No forward throw. Actually going to keep him on stage. Definitely expect to try to put him off. But really, I guess he's not getting the biggest benefit of putting him on stage like if he was playing against a Fox, per se.
Yeah.
But either way.
Yeah, just like that, man. Like, the lead's back to ShinyMark. You know, one big hit here, and it's last stock for Peep in this game, too. So, you know, but converting it, you know, flipping the script right here. Peep taking a small lead. We've seen ShinyMark take that lead, you know, that deficit, and turn it into a lead at the end of the day somehow, right? So, you know, definitely not out of the woods just yet if you're Peabnut, but definitely a good start, a good change of pace at least after going down 4 games in a row here.
The back airs are starting to land, right? And that's one of Megaman's best straight hits. Just with all that rage Pikachu low light. If the back airs are landing, you're going to be very successful. Definitely starting to anticipate where the peak is coming in, right?
Oh, what a pivot F smash. Okay.
Now maybe net dash attack could have been one of those misinputs, but either way, you'll take that one.
Yeah, I don't know. That might have been a crazy read. I mean, at that percent that you're at, you know, going for a read like that, if you can get the stock, great. If you don't, you're taking maybe 20, 30%. Like, I don't think it's the end of the world here, especially because ShinyMark is just so good at whittling 20%. You know, his character inherently can just rack up percent like nothing, and then all of a sudden you're getting timed out by ShinyMark. So, you know, that's something that he's willing, a risk he's willing to take, paid off for sure. Now we're back to basically even game.
Back air is how he started. Thunder, maybe? I thought he may want to risk it, but no, chooses just to take the damage for now.
Landing right into Megaman's loving arms right there. Can we potentially find something? Can Peabnut maybe beat ShinyMark in his own game here of the timeouts?
Oh, what a call out.
Not sure if he's going to get a chance to do that now. The lead has been sapped again. You already know what happens when this lead happens. Got 90 seconds left, though, so I'm not too worried about a timeout just yet. So if we get under that minute, yeah, I think it's going to be a hard time for Peabnut to go ahead and find a victory here again, especially with this type of deficit. Like, he literally has to line up an up tilt to try to get a W here.
Yeah, and he still needs like 1 or 2 more interactions, before he even is in the percent to at least die to that up tilt. So, definitely really, really difficult right here for Peab. Can he make it happen, though? This is now where ShinyMark potentially might be starting to try to slow things down a little bit yet again, just to confirm these wins.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Wow. Finally, you rarely have seen that dash attack the entire time, right? That's how much ShinyMark has finally pushed him to overextend once. He felt the pressure. Did not want to get timed out again. He just wanted one thing to work out, and that was his demise.
Yeah, that was actually the second time he's done that dash attack, and he got like pretty hard punished. The first time he took a lot of damage. Second time he loses the game. It's it's looking real bad right here for Peabnut. And I think he probably went back to the same stage too. So really believes in this battlefield pick, but.
Yeah, I mean, looks like the smash factor ShinyMark has arrived, right? Turned it on, and it just look, he's leaving the competition in the dust here. And We've seen that. We're going to see some prime time adaption here for Peep to keep close.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, starting to, we've seen ShinyMark have some crazy dominant wins, and I mean, this is starting to be one of them. I mean, we talked about all the favorites to win this tournament. You know, ShinyMark definitely looking to just, you know, remind everyone who he is, remind everyone that he is still the top rep of this character now in 2025. One of the best players in the world around this time, too.
And I wanted to mention, last year at the same tournament, he got 33rd, right?
Yeah, he went 1 and 2.
Wanted to show Houston, Texas, no, I am the man, and what a redemption story this would be if he closes this out here.
Absolutely. Like, after the tournament was over last year, he was like, I had fun, I want to come back.
Well, after going 1-2?
Yeah, and it won 1-2.
Heart of a champion, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, the game is kind of telling us who's going to win this right here off this song choice. That was crazy. I think this is a random pull. They were like, yeah, all right, Big Q's farming. Let's go ahead and give him his theme. Insane. But I believe, like, currently, man, like, I don't know if I just don't really see Peep showing the tools that he needs right now to get over this W just yet. He is playing a lot more aggressive. I will say I'm seeing a lot more forward airs coming out, a lot more of the physical actions coming out from Megaman than the projectiles.
Oh, that's a punish finally. Like, he's gotten away with a lot of those quick attacks mid-stage, but finally, Peabnut, like you mentioned, taking a more proactive approach, able to snuff out those punishes. He's going to need a lot more proactive if he's going to take this one back.
We talk about ShinyMark, you know, doing so well, and now, you know, when it's all said and done, though, at this, you know, game 3 reset, Peabnut taking the first lead. Potentially, can we live this? Able to avoid that Thunder setup, and now still providing some more damage here. Can we make it count, though, at the end of the day, though? We've seen Peabnut hold these leads, not for very long, and just enough time for ShinyMark to come in and just steal them right back. So, gonna have to have some big conversions here if he wants to just continue to have this lead. Put himself on the board for the first time since Winter Finals.
So hard. Even if you, like, that leaf shield is so safe. Even if you whip it, you have to be in such good position to get the close out there. And right now, 45 adding up. Really the first extra credit we've seen in a long time on the Peabnut side. So maybe his new approach is working out pretty well here for him.
Okay, the other side yet again. Clean back air, but get back onto the stage real quick.
Well, oh man, this T-Jolts, man. Going the other way. I wonder what his reasoning is. I don't know if he's misinputting or trying to get the T-Jolts the other way.
I imagine he's probably misinputting right there.
Yeah, I mean, we're all tired, right? The players, the commentators. We understand. We get it.
Man trying to go around the world with it. Yeah. But, yeah, 136. Still, first stock here on Peep, so taking ShinyMark a little bit of time to find the stock and Peep. Once again, going coast to coast with this pressure.
Well, that fair centimeters away from missing that definitely would have closed it out. Drag down, not going to find the last hit. And the up air, the call out, once again, once the rushes have been figured out, it's been netting him so much.
Yeah, definitely a lot of patience right there needed, and just reacting accordingly, sneaking in that up air to get that first stock. So, and again, we've talked about how we've seen ShinyMark in this scenario before, able to still bring it back. I think the only thing that could change the pace of the game here is if Peabnut actually does close the second stock out without taking too much damage on his own.
Yeah, but it really just depends on what happens in that last stock. That's like the real issue too, because I feel like Peep just kind of like falls apart in that last stock as far as like not doing damage, but also taking like just residual damage here and there to where it adds up to where eventually ShinyMark is caught up. Currently though, he's looking good. I mean, he's got a full stock, fresh stock right now. And 132 here on anti-air.
We get
okay.
almost kills.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy. Staying stuff.
Yeah, I will throw this out though.
Yeah, that's been his mentality with these up tilts the entire time. It's almost like a bait, like, please come into me.
Yeah, but that one right there actually not really working out super well for him. Maybe Max Rage pretty much can do something here that could benefit ShinyMark. Oh.
Okay, ShinyMark got all of this back. He might get the stock first. Drag down down smash right now.
Yeah, and that's what separates these T2, right? They both stalemate for so long, but ShinyMark is always the one that really like grabs momentum eventually, right?
Okay.
Yeah, now slowing it down.
Okay, finally. Yeah, gets himself a forward air. Needed that to go ahead and stop the bleeding, but I mean, he's still got a lot of damage onto him, and 2 minutes left on this clock.
Yeah, like you said, TK, the forwarders have been really netting a lot of momentum. He's been getting a lot of key situations won from that.
Yeah.
139 though, man. One big hit here potentially could be, you know, the stock taken right here. The Nair though, trying to sit that back air right as well, but couldn't actually make it connect. So a little bit of a consolation prize for with all this damage. But at this point, trying to whip out that up smash too. I feel like ShinyMark kind of just throwing out these hits. I feel like at this point, can make it work.
Oh man, unforced. Yeah, that definitely would have got him right back into this game. ShinyMark struggling a little bit to get the stock off. Is that enough? It is. Okay, 39%, 113. This might be, it's a ShinyMark steal.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been stealing sets all day, man. What's another one?
We've seen this happen time and time again. All this residual damage could be enough, and
Oh,
those
no.
loops are at least
Oh,
enough
no.
to put him in percent. Where he
It's
can
my
take the
lead now, boy.
And we're going under the stage, boys. We're going under. Here we go.
Look at the damage he. Oh! And ShinyMark said, I don't need a timeout. I just need a thunder for the W. Comicpalooza champion, ShinyMark.
Wow.
After going down 3-1 in the first set, having a nail bite.